October 9th here in southern Wisconsin. Welcome to the Whitetail Obsession. I'm here with Brian Kleppe. And we, shot a couple deer?
Yep, we shot a couple doe out of the same set on a property that I hunt. Karl shot one, I believe it was September 23rd, and I shot mine October 2nd. But I guess the unique part was they expired probably about 2 feet from each other. So it's always been a good spot that I've had on that farm that I've hunted, taking a lot of does away out of that set.
Yeah,
so.
That's an inside corner hunt right there. I mean, if the wind's right, there's no way they're going to catch you.
No,
You kind of got caught.
Yeah, I got caught.
I think they seen you move, though.
Well, I think they seen me move. I had a limb that Karl advised me that I probably should have moved, but I decided not to. And of course, it gave me some difficulty on the first try when I had her at 20 yards. And when I let down, she decided to stop her foot and blow and run away. Which I guess, she didn't really run away, but it wasn't 20 minutes, they circled right back around and they came out. So I guess that's what she gets for blowing her whistle.
I guess so. And some of those bigger doe you want to take off your property as soon as possible. It's still early in October. One thing we're noticing here in Wisconsin, at least southern Wisconsin, is we don't have a lot of acorns. Been through the woods in 4 different properties, and you could probably count on my hand how many acorns I actually found on the ground. So
yeah, I haven't been seeing many on my property either. Just they're heading a lot to the alfalfa field still, and
yeah.
the corn is not really on the farm that I'm hunting now, so that's pretty much what they're heading to every night.
Yeah, transitioning on food sources right now. Some of the bucks I've seen have been catching them in the corn. The corn's dry enough. The beans are obviously really dry, but the farmers can't take them right now because it was getting too much moisture. So you guys are going to want to watch for your green fields, any brassicas you might have, alfalfa, clover plots, stuff like that. Right now, I'm assuming for the next week or two, that's what you're going to see. As the corn gets drier, obviously, the deer will be definitely hitting it for the carbohydrates and building the fat. The does that I have taken, both does I've taken this year, they have a lot of fat built up on them.
Yep.
So they obviously are getting fed well, so
yes.
That's a good thing. So what we're going to do is show you guys these 2 hunts, mine first, then we're going to show you Brian's, and both deer expire within probably 2 or 3 feet of each other. You guys get to check these hunts out.
set up. We're in this pine tree in this inside corner. We got corn about 60, 65 yards away from alfalfa in front of us. Wind's actually blowing from left to right on the camera. I'm expecting all the deer to come from behind the camera, so she just walked back into the brush. Anyhow, hopefully we'll get an opportunity to take a doe out tonight. It's going to have to be a really good buck if the buck shows up. There are a couple up here that I would shoot, one in particular, but if he comes up, I'm going to be real wound up. He should be in the 90s, so stick around. We'll see what happens. Brian Kleppe is hunting also. He's probably he's at about 100 yards away from me here, so he's probably just on the other side of this cornfield. Same inside corner deal, so we'll see what happens. Stick around. Hopefully we'll get one. Hopefully we'll get some good movement here. Northeast wind is picking up a little bit, so that's cool. Constant wind is what I'd rather have than have it calm. Make sure we know where our set's going. We've got the ozonics running the scent blocker on, so we're knocking down as much scent as possible. Hopefully we'll get a good doe or even a big buck in this corner. We'll see what happens. Starting to show up now, so let's stick it out. Hopefully we'll get them to come out this corner too. Looks like it'll be a good night. We'll see. there's not going to be a tracking shot. She went down right here on the edge of the field. Her fawn's still up. Anywho, just like Brian said, they came out in this inside corner. It's getting late. There's about 12 minutes left of shooting light. I had this one doe out in front of me all night. You guys will see that on the video. Then a really cool small block. He's got white on his hind quarters. Kind of neat. Hopefully he makes it a couple of years. That'd be a great deer to take. But we're going to get our gear down, get ready, get down, and then we'll do our recovery.
All right, so when we got home from Missouri, we had a big storm come through, and I had a bunch of trees down in my yard, so I had to cut them up. And I didn't hunt last night, but Brian came up to the spot we're in tonight. He knows it real well. Set this inside corner set, and it's got a bunch of does and fawns and small bucks and stuff coming out in here, and we're on doe mission right now. So he told me to sit this inside corner. I came in here, and about 12 minutes before shooting light, doe and a fawn comes out. You'll see that. And made a short shot on her, and we're gonna have a real short recovery. You've seen her go over on film. She's just right over here. So check out the knockout lighted knock here. Get the arrow out for everybody to see. Nice and bloody. Real good shot. Shooting the Black Eagle X Impacts again this year with the Black Eagle outsert on the front, and of course the QAD Exodus head with the clean shot lighted knock. It's more for an out west setup. It's 423 grains, comes out of my DEFCON 7 at 310 feet per second. Has about 90 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. So with the narrow shaft, we'll definitely be able to control windage while we're out west. And those knockout lighted knocks sure help for seeing and making good shots, knowing your location where you hit the deer. So I'm gonna put this right down here. I think we're gonna leave that knock on so we can find our bows again, and we're going to walk right over here. She should be over here 15 yards or so. Good sized doe. Here, come on this side, Brian. This is the exit wound. So this is the exit wound of the doe. Big adult doe. You guys can see a beautiful doe. Happy to take her here on the 24th of September. Gotta thank Brian for setting me up in this one. Right through her heart, short recovery, and we'll be able to get the truck back here and pick her up. So we will take care of her when we get back. I think we'll probably get her out of here before we gut her. We don't want to leave the gut pile in our hunting area. So we got a long walk back to the truck, fighting the mosquitoes, and then we'll grab our gear, our deer, and take care of her from there.
Well, it is October 2nd here in southern Wisconsin. Tonight I'm set up on the edge of an alfalfa field, coming out of an inside corner. This typically is a pretty good spot. Karl has already got a doe out of this set. It's the first time I've sat it since Karl's been in it. Got kind of like a northeast wind tonight, which isn't too bad for here. It's kind of a weird wind tonight, but yeah, we're gonna give it a try. See if I can get a doe down on film here pretty soon. So stick it out, and hopefully we can get one down soon. Alright, well I just had a doe come out. I think it was the same doe that just blew at me a few minutes ago. I think I made a pretty okay shot on it. She's laying 25 yards from the tree. I think I hit a little bit high and back, but I didn't have time to get out the rangefinder, and I just kind of guessed at the yardage, so I think I hit her a little bit high and back. I had to really duck around a limb that I should really have trimmed out of here, I guess, but I didn't. But she's down, and we're going to go down and check her out. Alright, well, here's my arrow. I'm using the Black Eagle Spartans this year, 100 grain Exodus head. Looks like I did a really good job. They're kind of a medium diameter shaft. I really like them. Alright, well, this is the doe that I just shot here. Nice sized doe. She didn't even make it out of the field. I shot this doe, with my Defcon 6 by Obsession. I really love this bow. I shoot it pretty well. And I also was using the Black Eagle Spartan arrows, which I'm liking them a lot as well. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, Obsession Bows, Black Eagle Arrows, Scent Blocker, of course, Vortex Optics. They're the best. It's my first animal on film this year, and she's a nice sized doe, and I'm really happy with her, especially after she blew at me and ran off about 15 minutes before I put her down. So all in all, ended up good. This is the second doe that we've taken out of this stand. Karl took one out of the same set probably about 10 days ago. So this has always been a pretty good spot for does. So now I got my chance.
Well, those were the 2 hunts. You got yours
October 2nd.
October 2nd. Mine was what, September 23rd?
23rd.
Something like that. Yeah. So you guys seen the does both passed away within feet of each other, which was kind of cool. So that's why we kind of put these 2 hunts together, that and being in the same tree stand.
Yep.
So next week we're going to bring you a buck hunt with Eunice Zimbeck, and probably 1 or 2 more doe hunts. I'm not sure who will be up next. We also have a youth hunt coming up. I'll be getting that footage here shortly, so stay tuned and hunt hard.